So hi and welcome to my first map tactics video. This will probably be not the greatest map tactics build you will ever see because it's the first time I'm doing it. But what I'm doing is I don't have a great editing software, so I can't really mark it on the map with my editing software. But what I will do is tell you by going there how it works. So I'm going to do first the light tanks, then the medium tanks, then the heavy tanks, and the tank destroyers and artillery. No, the light tanks. Where do you want to go with the light tanks? Well, mostly if you're above tier 5 with your light tanks, you're going to do a scouting rule. So where do you want to go with your scout tank? Well, if you're faster than 50 kilometers an hour, it's very easy to get to the Abbey very fast. Like you can see here, I'm driving towards it with 70 kilometers an hour. And I'm going to the right, and mostly they will even not have reached the road yet. And I'm going up here, and what I'm going to do is immediately go to here, and if you're parking here, if you have binocular telescope, you can even spot out the base, but mostly you will spot every single tank that's driving here beneath. Then imagine that the Abbey and your scouting wall is over, and the Abbey is getting overrun with your light tank. Well, you don't want to fight heavy tanks with a light tank, let's be honest. So what you want to do is, most people don't know this, but there is a little opening here. Most people will go here, but you will be easy prey for tank destroyers. So there is a little spot here, and if you are small enough, you can fit through here, like you can see. I've done it with my MT-25, and MT-25 is pretty big light tank. And you can park immediately behind this house, and normally people will not be able to hit you. Now there's lots of cover here and lots of bushes, so you will be difficult to spot from here. And if you park behind this one, you can highlight up the tank destroyers and hopefully your artillery will finish them off. Now if the tank destroyers is finished off, you can go into a artillery scouting run, and you will spot out the whole enemy artillery. Now mostly the people artillery will be here or there, but I will go over it later also. Now imagine if you're spawning on the north side of the map in your light tank. Where do you want to go? Well, the same story as that I told you before. You want to go to here. Normally the amount of distance what you have to travel should be the same, so there should be no problem with getting there if you are spawning north or south side. And just go here, keep driving and go to the left here. Now, if you're spawning on the north side, the scouting place where you want to be is here. And from here you can even spot out the tank destroyers. You don't even need to go a little bit further. No, what I recommend for you is to go here and stop here. Don't go any further because you will be an easy prey, as you can see. If you're getting overrun, you can still drive off this, what I will show you in a little minute. But first I want to show you a little bit more here. If you have a friend, by the way, you can go over here, but you need at least 2 friends to go over there because you need a little push. This is a great place. If you're spawning up the north side or the south side, you can go here or there, doesn't matter. Normally you should fit through here. So if you can see, if I can get my fat ass to it. Yes, I'm through. So if you're up here, you can shoot from here to there to here. Every single heavy tank or medium tanks that's fighting up here on the bottom, you will be able to hit them. No, what I want to let you see is if I spawn on the south side and I want to do an artillery run, what is my route? Well, before I'm going to show it you, there is a little place here where if you have some friends you can easily drive off. By the way, lots of people don't know that. So let's go into it. I'm spawning on the south side and going to do an artillery hunt. The people are creeping up at the Abbey and I want to go here, and as you can see I can easily go down here. And most people even don't know the spot that you can go here. and then you can just go scouting up their artillery. No, medium tanks. That was the light tanks. That is mostly how I scout people out with my light tanks. Now the medium tanks. What do you want to go with the medium tanks? Well, if you're spawning up the south side at the green flag, mostly I go to the middle. If you have a fast tank, like for instance T-54, now AMX 1390 is not a medium tank. For instance, the E50 is a very fast tank. You will reach the Abbey, and you just have to kill the scouts. But as a medium tank and you're going to the right, where do you want to go to the right? Well, lots of people don't know that. Well, there are lots of people that do know this. I'm sorry. But if you're driving medium tanks, it's very easy to take down here. Don't ever, guys, don't ever go onto these hills. This is suicide, seriously. I have seen so many people drive. You can drive through it, like for instance here, there's a little land bridge here. You can go to there, but you will easily get destroyed because everyone from every side can hit you. Don't ever go there. Don't think like it's a very secret spot when nobody knows about it. No, it's not. Seriously. Don't ever go there. But as a medium tank, you can go up here, and if your team is having problems here, you can flank them. You can even shoot from the Abbey, if you're having lucky, if you are lucky. And if you're going to drive a little bit further, you can help your team pushing by going here. So there we go. And you can easily take shots here from there to there, kill the enemy tank destroyers in the base. And if you really have to, you can still help your team by shooting from here. No, what I do recommend if you're shooting from here is park behind this wall and have a heavily armed turret, because with a light tank you're not going to do it. No, imagine if you are getting spawned on the north side of the map. Where do you want to go with the north side of the map? Oops, I'm stuck. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. I'm free. Let's drive over there and I'll let you see how it feels with the medium tank if you're spawning on the north side of the map. Now, Abbey is one of my favorite maps. It's been there since the beta, and it's one of mostly I win on these kinds of battles. So there we go, and we're here and we're spawning, and we are medium tanks. Now, where would you want to go? Well, not really here, because it's mostly easy, because what I just showed you is behind this hill. And behind this hill you can easily drive up there. Now, if you're spawning on the north side and you're driving up here, you have to go over, well, you have to peek on the hill and risk to be shot from the south. So don't ever with a medium tank go to the left side. Let the heavies and the tank destroyers do the work. No, where do you want to go with a medium tank is go to the right. Mostly if I'm driving a medium tank I go middle, but sometimes if I have a slow medium tanks, like for instance the Indian Panzer, I'm going to the right. Now we have two different kinds of roads where to go. You can go over here. This is mostly the route what I take, because that route is more if you have a tank destroyers or heavy tank, but you can easily go over here and you can spot out, well, you can hit most of the tanks that are over there. So there we go, and there is a big hill on the middle. No, keep in mind that people will, trust me, they will cross this. You have 50-50 chance that you can go over here. If the enemy is faster than you, they will cross this hill and be shooting at you. Now there was a little road where the splitting up here. Now if you do have reached it and the enemy team is not earlier than you, you can easily take shots from here, from there, and you can constantly peek at them, because your team is covering from the other road, and you can just annoy them by shooting from here. Now if you have a very good team and that your team is covering you, there's a little place here on the bush, and mostly I take my shots from here. And if you're taking your shots from here, you can easily hit them there, you can easily hit them there, it doesn't matter, but you only can pass this technique if you have a very good team. Now if your team is creeping, if they break through your defenses, never shoot from there, because you need to help your team. Even though you're helping your mid, if the mid is not losing, it doesn't matter, help your team from here. No, imagine if they're if they're really breaking through your defenses, and you're shooting for the bush, and you suddenly realize they shot behind. You can still go over here and just let you fall into the river. No, this technique only works if your team has pushed towards the Abbey, over the Abbey, and you will not drown. Trust me, you will see a timer, but you will not drown. And then you are medium tank and you suddenly have a new position at the winning side of the map. Hopeful they're winning, and you just can keep your you can help your team by going towards here, or going back to base and try to defend the base. Now imagine if you're medium tank and you're going to the mid of the map. If you're going mid with this tank, it doesn't matter, it's both the same techniques even if you're spawning on the north or south side. Now if you have a very fast tank, like for instance T-54, you can easily go there, and you imagine if you are up here, mostly there will be scouts, like what I told you before, and it's easy kills if they do not know how to run away. Now imagine that the Abbey is overrun. Where do you want to go is, well, there's a little spot here what lots of people don't know of, and T-54 has a very good armor. So what I just do is take my shots, back up, take my shots, and if they're really coming towards me, they are distracted, and my team can easily send some help to help me out, because it's mostly a tower defense what you're playing if you're hiding up this map. Same technique for here. Lots of people do not know of this place either, but you do have to know that if the enemy has came up towards this hill, that you are a very easy prey for them. So I think it's better to go to hide there than here. Now with the heavy tanks, we will go over the heavy tanks. Where do you want to go if you're playing in heavy tank? Well, first we're going to this to the north side of the map, to the south side I mean. With a heavy tank, it depends if I have a very good accuracy or not. If I have a bad accuracy, I'll mostly go towards this side of the map there. Or if I have a very armored vehicle, like for instance my M6A2A1. Well, first of all, you do not have lots of armor. You're just a regular heavy, for instance the IS-8 or something like that. Where do you want to go? Well, mostly if I do not have a heavy armored vehicle, it doesn't matter where you go with a heavy tank. The heavy tank can go over every single thing of the map. No, mostly I go to the right, but I will show you how it feels if you're going to the left. If you're going to the left, this is mostly the distance that you will travel until you meet your opponents. You can easily hit them from here. Like for instance that M4 here is your enemy, and he just showed up, and you can take easy shots at them. Now for instance, if the enemy team is pushing, you're still not a problem, because you can well, you do have a problem on this side of the map. This is the part where it's not really fair. Just hang on a second. Okay. Imagine that the whole heavy tanks is spawning towards here, and there is medium tanks here, so it is important to take this part of the map. If you do not have this part of the map, you are fucked. You need this road to be secured. Now, keep in mind that it is very dangerous to take that part of the map, so you do need a lot of strategy. Now, if you're having problems on the left side, as you can see there are two roads. The left road usually covers this spot here, and mostly it's the tanks that do lots of damage, because they need to do lots of damage. Now if you're going towards up this path, you do not have any view of that path anymore, but what you do have is view of this path. No, there's a little steep hill as you can see, so if you have a tank but does not have lots of gun depressions, like for instance the IS-8, it's not a good idea to go here. If you're driving an American tank or something like that, it's better to go up here. If you do not have lots of gun depression, go there. Lots of gun depression, go here. Now if you're a heavy tank, you're moving towards up here, and it's the same strategy what they use on the medium tanks. You can still, if you have a good team, be shooting at the Abbey from here. Now keep in mind, if you are pushing up this part of the map and they do not have pushed the Abbey, your team, yet, or they're losing the Abbey, they can shoot from the Abbey, what I will let you see in a second also. You are passing here and you're going very easily, all happy and happy, la 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 la, and suddenly there are pushes. Now if the enemy team has kept attention on you, they will, as you can see, there's a very big open distance from here, and they will kill you from here. They can take easy shots. So what I recommend is don't ever cross that section unless the Abbey is pushed. The Abbey is a very important point of the map, and here you have a push also. Now for the north side, I will let you see the middle. The middle is the same strategy again as the north of the south side. So if you do not have lots of gun depression, go to the left. If you have lots of gun depression, go to the right, because mostly you have to push both sides. And as you can see, you still have an opportunity to shoot from here and help your team. No, the south side is easier than the north side, I have to admit it. And if you have reached this part of the map and the enemy artillery has not replaced it yet, mostly they will be hiding there. And you can go from here and shoot at the enemy. Be aware that there will be enemy tank destroyers waiting for you. So you need a couple of guys to get this thing. No, you're a heavy tank and you just recently spawned on the north side of the map. Well, mostly if I play a heavy tank on the north side of the map, I do not go that direction, because what I just said, you have more advantages of going from the south, but you do not have on the north. No, there are still if your team is all heading towards that part of the map, there's not really a big of problems. No, mostly if I'm playing heavy tank, I'm going towards this place of the map. So here you are driving without getting spotted. No, mostly where you will be spotted is from here. Why? Because that there. And if there are tanks but have lots of view range, for instance a tank destroyer with binocular telescope, they will spot out the enemies. Now if you spot them earlier than them, you can take easy shots from here and they will not even notice. Now if they are doing it to you, you're lucky to have cover, because they do not have cover. Well, they do, but it's not really used. This is better cover, by the way. And if you're not spotted, you are up here and you can go up that direction, but watch out, because what I told you before, the people on the south will hit you from here, so don't ever go this way unless you're spawning up the south. And this is mostly where the battle will be going on, around this corner. So mostly this is just a peeking war, like boom, 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 and it depends who can deal the most damage, and you just won your line. If you won your line, I do recommend for you to go towards that place and maybe help out your teams, but only in medium tanks and light tanks. And heavy tanks are a little bit too slow to go up hills like that. I'm going to be right back. Okay. No, this is a little section of the map where I see a lot of scumbags always hiding. There are people, mostly it's tier 5 and below, that there are lots of kids, but it's really a problem that if you do not have spotted out a tank yet, mostly they will be hiding here, right here. No, if they're mostly kids do it, but if they're rage quitting or something like that and do not want you to have spotted, this place here, you're covered from both angles, and nobody will go up here, so you will not spot them out. Now if you can't find the last tank and you just spawn up the north side, mostly they will be hiding there. It's a little tip for you. As a heavy tank when going towards the Abbey. No, this only works if you have a very armored heavy tanks. Like for instance, mostly I do it with my E100. Because they are very armored, or my M62E1. Now you do need some gun depression, so it's not like you can do it with an I7. You need an E100 or an M62E1 or a T34, something with a strong turret. And you just recently got here. Well, I do not have lots of gun depression on this tank, so it's not good to let you show you. But you can. Well, I'm going to move a little bit up, but mostly you're going to stand here. And you can take your shots from here, and to shoot boom, 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 and the enemy is dead. And where do you want to move up? Well, don't go into the Abbey, because the Abbey will be full of medium tanks and light tanks, and medium tanks are very dangerous to you if you do not have any support. So watch out, hold back till your team arrives. Don't ever go like the lone wolf into this Abbey. No, imagine the Abbey is won, there are no tanks anymore left. Where do you still can to go? Well, I still haven't covered a little part of the map, and that's down here. Here's a very good part of the map, by the way. I've seen lots of people that are going towards here, from the steps. And if you have a fast tank, for instance, and they're moving up, they're waiting here, and you can still take some shots up 10 and then go very, very fast here. And this is a very good spot also. So you can, if you have lots of gun depression, never go here if you do not have lots of gun depression. But you can still hit some people from here. No, if you are spawning on the north side, you do have a little advantage over the enemy, because you have this truck. Now this truck, I have used it since the beta, and the strategy still works. If I'm moving up with a very heavy armored target, like for instance my M62E1, I go here, and what I do is immediately turn to the right here, so I'm behind this house. And what I try to do is take a couple of shots here. And if they're really pushing up, or we are pushing up, mostly if we are pushing up, but what I do is I drive from this house, or I don't know really what it is, I think a church or a lighthouse, don't know. I go to here, and this truck can survive one hit, and after that hit, and your truck is destroyed, oops, well, you can go up here. Now what I also do with a heavy tank, and that's also what advantage what the north side has and the south side doesn't, is these walls. These walls are very, very handy. I've used them so often. Why? Because, well, I'm a pretty big guy, but like for instance my M62E1 is very small. It's smaller than the MT25, but you can easily drive to here. And if you're parking from here, what I do is I just drive through these walls. I do not destroy the right walls. But you can, people from here can't really shoot at you, but I can from here. And people that are in front of you only can hit your turret. Now if you have a heavy tank, shells are very, very expensive, so they will not easily shoot your cover away. Well, if they do have shoot your cover away, you're just fucked. I still haven't really made a strategy to go. But mostly if I have a heavy tank, I try to reach the Abbey, but mostly it fails. So this only helps if you're winning. Now also advantages what the north side has and the south side doesn't is these little steps. Now with the new physics update you can go off these steps. In the past you doesn't, but it's a very easy way. So there we go, that was the heavy tanks, and as I can see, I see that the timer is running out, so I need to start up a new game. and then I will go over the tank destroyers and over the artillery. Okay, so welcome back. I fired up a new game, and there's a new 30 minutes towards the game. I think I'm going to shorten these videos if I'm going to upload the next one, because it's already a half an hour, I think. But you're a tank destroyer and you just spawned on the south side. Now where do you want to go? Well, first of all, if I play a tank destroyer on this map, I will camp the shit out of it. I will never ever move up. What I do if I just play I just spawn on the south side, what I do immediately if I play in the Yachtai or the T95 for instance, is park towards here. You have a very nice bush and you're very covered here. Now keep in mind that the tank destroyer have had a buff in the past, and they have received more camouflage if they are standing still. So every single medium tank, because it's not a big travel distance, so you will be fast. Now if your team has for some magical reason spotted the enemy and all the light tanks or medium tanks are rushing towards the Abbey, you can take easy shots from here. Also the heavy tanks what are trying to move up and don't know how. Therefore I love the spot on the map, but it will bore you after a bit of time, because if they are all destroyed or they all have gone to the Abbey. Now keep in mind that if they have captured the enemy and they're starting to shoot from the Abbey, you can still hit them from here. But mostly just only have one shot and then they're going to back up, so it's very good, but you only can take one shot from here. Now imagine that your team is winning and there's nothing really much to do. Now imagine, first I'm going to do like this. Imagine your team is losing and they are coming from left. What I do is I park me behind this here, and what I do is I go a little bit up this hill so I have some view over the map, and then I can hit the guys that are coming from here and the guys that are coming from here. Now if your team is losing on the right side, mostly I use tank destroyer as the last recall. Mostly the most XP what I got of tank destroyer is from a losing team, because I do the most damage by waiting and then just finish them off. Now imagine that if your team is losing here, there is nothing really much what you can do here. If you have a fast tank destroyer, like for instance the Panzer IV or something like that, you can go here, take a couple of shots here. No, mostly they will back up and they do not want to shoot you, so you have easy shots from here. Now if you have a slow tank destroyer and you cannot easily reach that spot and you have realized it too late, you can still watch here, wait here I mean. So we are back to the place with the yacht here, and you can easily take well, you hope that they're not shooting from here. Now if they do shoot from here, just move a little bit up, park you behind this hill, and they should not be able to hit you anymore from this side. And then you can take out the guys that are crossing towards your base. Now imagine that your team is winning and you do not have anything to do anymore because they're all pushed up. Now what I do then is just rush the middle of the Abbey. Now mostly the Abbey will be cleared and there will be not lots of friendlies anymore, or sometimes even not a friendly anymore. So what I do then is I drive up here, and let's say that our team is winning and they are already here. Now the enemy team will probably back up and trying to defend this corner here. And oops, suddenly tank destroyers get spotted. Oh shit, what do I have to do? Well, mostly the tank destroyers are covering this side, so mostly they will be standing here. And what I'll do then is I go up this part of the map and I just shooting from behind and get my easy kills. Now imagine that there is no tank destroyers and there is no fear of getting hurt, or there are no tank destroyers anymore. What I do is I drive from this part of the hill and I just cross over here. And mostly if you just reach the Abbey, is they are all standing with their asses towards me. So you just have to shoot them and get your free experience. No, this is a very good strategy. Maybe it's difficult to explain, but I have I've done it so many times, and I've done it so many times, and I've received so many times over 1,000 experience by doing this strategy. Now let's go to the north side. Where do you want to go with the north side? Well, with the south side, there are not really much hiding spots where you can go. The north side has a little advantage over the south side if it comes to Tangus wires. So imagine we are spawned, and you even have to do a smaller distance than the south side. So you're very fast here, and you here, and there we go. And we just have received my favorite tank store spot. Why is it my favorite tank store spot? Because you can shoot people that are coming over here, and people that are stupid enough to peek over here, and you can just take your easy shots. Now imagine that your team is losing. Well, the first line of defense will be here. Mostly it's this part of the map that always is losing. So what I do is I stick to this house. Don't ever try to go any further than this house, and you just wait for it to take your shots on them, and you just have free experience. No, people will be heading, what I just said, will be heading from the Abbey towards your base immediately. Now what I do then is, this strategy doesn't really work, but if it works, is a very good strategy. Now mostly if they're rushing towards the Abbey and they're coming towards you, they stop spotting you because there's a big house in the way. So what I do here is I just drive over this hill, and I'm going to flank it by my own. Again, just the same technique what they just passed to me. And what I do then is I go here, and he will be so you probably will be wondering, huh, where is he, and he will be facing with his turret towards here, and you can just take easy shots. No, there's a very good part on the left side also. That's not only the right side. Like you can see, you have a very good spot here. From here you can cover up all the tanks that are coming from here, and from the Abbey, and from this hill. Now imagine that your team is losing again, and you want to go to the left. So what I do then is I park my tank destroyer over here. Now this is pretty dangerous, because if they do push up here, they can take easy shots from here. It's still a thing we'll have to learn. But if you have a very armored tank destroyers, like for instance T95, you can just park here behind this hill and starting to get easy shots from here. No, your team is winning, and you do not have anything to do anymore because they're already pushed up, and the enemy is not really rushing towards your base anymore. So what I do then is the same technique what I passed to the south side, is just rush up the Abbey. Just rush up and start helping your team. Now I'm tank destroyer, I'm driving towards the north base, the south base. So just go straight to the Abbey. You do not have to go left or to the right. Now you're here. This is a very dangerous spot, because probably their defending tank destroyers will be here. Now they will probably be watching these guys here, or these guys, so they will face their side armor towards you. So you just take shots, and oops, they have spotted me, and I can just park here. Oops, I just can't park here, but doesn't really work on this tank, but mostly it works on smaller tank destroyers. So there we go, and I can just park here and wait till my team arrives, and then I can do more damage. Though you're pushing up, and there are no tank destroyers. There are no tank destroyers. What I do sometimes if I push up the middle is just go here to the right. Don't even try to cap. Just go here, and they're defending this corner, and what I just do is go up here and starting to shoot in their ass. There we go. That's the tank destroyer tactic what I pass. No, there is one more artillery tactic what I will pass. No, that artillery will be over soon. It's only like 3 minutes. I'm just going to let you see the hiding spots of the artillery mostly. No, the hiding spots of the artillery are mostly here in these bushes, because you can hit the Abbey from here. They mostly will be waiting from here, and you can take out, and you can shoot here from here to the Abbey, to the main road. So now we have the artillery. What do you want to sit with artillery? No, let's start with the south base. The artillery will be over soon. I'm just going to let you see the best places of the artillery hiding spots. You know, the artillery hiding spots are here towards this bush, because you can easily cover up your team on the left by shooting here through the bushes. You can hit those guys who are passing towards this road, and also this road, but not really this road because it's covered all by mountains. And you can cover up the Abbey from here, both sides, this road and this road. Now the best place for artillery is up there. Why is this just such a good place? Because you can hit every single tank. Imagine that your team is having problem on the right side of the map. You can easily fire from here to there, to there, to there, and you will mostly hit them behind these hills. Plus you can also hit the guys that are from here. No, the only problem with this is that you can't cover up the Abbey anymore. But what you can do is help people from this side of the map here. No, it depends where your team wants your help. If your team wants your help on the right side, go to here. If your team wants to have your help for the Abbey, go to this place. Now there's always some scumbags who do not want to pay the bill for repair costs, and they will, I think I already said it, but they will always be hiding here. Always. If you do not find the last man, go search for here. Now there is only one section left, that is the artillery on the north sides, and then I will end this video. I think I'm going to make the next video a little bit more short, because I literally explained this map, all my tactics when I pass towards this map. Now mostly it will lead to victory though, because I love this map, it's absolutely great. I'm going to head towards here, and artillery here has lots of places, but literally lots of places. So there is a little spot. Here they will be hiding a lot, but seriously a lot. Here, because you can cover up this section of the map here, and this section of the map from here, and this. Now if your team is really what you can't cover up from here is this section of the map here, just behind this hill. No, what you can cover up, what you can do is, and I've seen lots of people doing it, like mostly it's on the losing team, is hiding here. This is a seriously scumbag map. The scumbags will be here to the max, and from here you can hit these things, but you can't hit from there. But this is only a tactic that most artillery players will pass if they're losing. Okay, so I'm just going to show you two more artillery positions, and then I'm going to end this video. Now the artillery position is very famous here also, because you can cover up the Abbey itself, the main road and the side roads, and the right side of the map. It's kinda the same as the south, they're not really much, it's not unfair if you are facing the south side or something like that. And also a very popular artillery spot is mostly if the team is losing again, is because is here. You do not have that spot on the south side, but you can shoot from here, from there, and you can well, actually you can only cover up the main roads, and this will be where the artillery will be hiding a lot of times. So that's it, and I'm going to destroy that MT25 to celebrate the ending of the video. So that's it, and demo creation rules, and you can choose a map from the game itself. What do you want to see me next? Place it in the comments below, and I will do it later on. Well, he just wake up. I knew he was going to do that. There we go. I killed him. Absolutely outplayed. And I will let you see a little what kind of maps you have on this. So you have these kinds of maps. Now I'm going to do an apart video of Encounter Battle, because what you just saw is that I took a lot of time to review one map. So I'm going to do all these kinds of map. I think I'm going to upload more map tactics videos than review videos now, because there are lots of maps where I have to go over. No, I'm going to do it from A to Z, but if you already want to see a map earlier, just place it in the comments and I will do it with pleasure. So that's it, and I'm Follow, and I'm WoT.